University has to be one of the biggest scams of all time. About 30, 40 years ago, university has somewhat had its value. Social value, even in the workforce type of value. But now, because of how many people are in university, for the wrong reasons, by the way, the value of the university degree has depreciated a lot, sadly. And I used to believe that university is this incredible place to be in. You get to learn a lot of things and you get to experience a lot of things, but it's quite the opposite. It's extremely not true. First of all, people join university now because it became a social norm in a way, not a necessity. And people enter it because maybe their parents force them to. They don't know what they're going to do after high school. They don't have a set, clear plan yet. So university seems like the safe option to go for. But I dislike it. I dislike university from every aspect. First of all, you're trained to memorize, not to understand. Back in the day, you really had to understand what you're studying. You had to know exactly how to solve something, let's say, figure out an answer, come up with your own answer in a way. But now, if you shift away from that, you're doomed. You're not meeting the requirements of whatever is provided. And for that reason, the effort it takes to pass university now, it's not that it's not that much, by the way. It's very low, especially with the amount of technology we have right now, with the rise of AI. You can Google anything. You can just within minutes you can find an answer for whatever you're looking for. And unlike back in the day where you had to rely on books, you had to rely on teachers explaining things multiple times, you had to rely on your friends helping you out, and therefore passing was not easy. And also, people did not go to universities a lot back then because it wasn't really a necessity to live or find a job back in the day. Unless you're looking for the high-end jobs like the engineering or medicine, yeah. Apart from that, you really did not need a job. And also, university now became just two majors in my opinion. I just mentioned them. It's engineering and medicine. If you decide to go for anything other than these two nowadays, you're considered an idiot, you're considered a lunatic, you're on the wrong path and whatever. But how on earth did we reach that phase? Since when are these two the only correct way to find a job or increase your chances of not being unemployed? It kind of did the opposite, by the way, because now everyone joins these two just because of the name, not because it's an interesting field, not because it matches their strength. No, it's absurd. Going to any university, literally going to any university, and I guarantee you 4 out of 5 are maybe in engineering, just because it's engineering. And the graduates of engineering and medicine, obviously, were not a lot back then because, again, it was harder to pass uni and to graduate. So people would either go to do other stuff like trading, I believe, or just not go to uni at all. But now, it's again, it's just a cultural norm right now to just be in uni. It doesn't matter what you're doing, just be in uni. Okay, and it's such a waste of time and money and effort, because you could be spending that time doing something else. And I'm one of the people who thinks like that. Like, I greatly think that university has just taken time out of our lives to call it efficiency when it's just not. It's sad, it's just not. Yeah, I just don't want to say more about this. Like, also, true knowledge for me does not come from university, in my opinion. Like, you keep hearing from the elderly that university is the most important thing, you have to be in it no matter what, but true knowledge and true wisdom comes from books. And that's why I greatly believe in it. Ever since I started reading books, and I have gained an enormous amount of knowledge that I would never find anywhere else. Because the books, they tell a story, they explain in details, they mention references and everything. But in university, especially nowadays, it's just PowerPoints. It's just bloody PowerPoints. You just have to keep memorizing until you graduate, and then you get surprised, oh, I didn't learn anything. Like, the valuable skills that you're supposed to learn while you're in university is just not there. You think it's there, but it's not. And is it me, or do I feel like in a few years' time, definitely, like, university degrees would be as useless as a high school degree at the moment? Like, back in the day, a high school degree was somewhat respectable. Like, it could get you somewhere. And the university degree back then is like the PhD of now. Now, the master's and PhD is becoming normalized. Everyone's doing masters just to increase their chances of finding a job. And it's just absurd at the moment. Like, I strongly disagree with how we view university at the moment. It's more like idolized than anything else, and I'm very, very sure I'm not the only one who thinks that way, but at least I'm brave enough to say it.